Welcome back, everybody, to Dragon Ball
Hello,
Xenoverse 2.
hello.
I'm here with one of my best friends and Reggie. Here to
Yo,
here to pretty much continue where we left off. So we're going through, I believe, Emperor Dread Returns, and we already got a lot of the majority of our Dragon Ball discussion out of the way. So just about getting on the way through with the main campaign before I'm assuming Jose, whenever he does show up, will help me with the co-op stuff along with Explode. So there's that. So yeah, Frieza Saga, or sorry, the Golden Frieza Saga. I will say that I am torn between liking this film and also not liking the anime. Also, at the same time, liking the anime. I think the anime did some things that the movie did right, and added some elements that made it even better. But the movie in itself, if I okay, let me just explain this. I think if you were to compare the anime is better because they explained a lot of things and changed a couple of things that the movie did absolutely nothing to make sense with. Ergo, Super Saiyan Blue getting ousted by the laser ring. So in the anime, they actually changed that to Goku going to his base form and then getting shot, which made way more sense in context to what was going on. So there was that.
but Mark,
What?
but Mark, don't you remember? Super Saiyan Goku got hit with a rock in the face and it hurt him.
Which wait? Who threw the rock at him?
Krillin did.
Krillin.
Rock? A rock? I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I
uh,
think it was a
Goku
filler.
and Gohan were relaxing for the Cell games in their Super Saiyan form.
That might have been a filler.
Well, filler or not, it
And
happened.
then
Oh, you're talking
Krillin
about Z. You're talking about
in his
Z.
great genius, assumed that Goku and Gohan were like super high edge right there. Yeah, focus
Yeah.
on everything because it
To
must
be
be some super
fair,
intense
that's
training.
Krillin, and he's not exactly weak.
So Krillin decides to toss a rock at his face. Not super hard, but he chucks it just like a normal rock. And
This happened right at the.
Goku yells out in pain.
So what are you getting at?
Do you forget about all of that?
I remember now that you brought it up. Yeah.
So what was the explanation there? Oh, he wasn't focusing. He wasn't actually, you know, keeping his awareness up. His guard was down. What happened in Resurrection F?
But I will argue
Or
one thing on that. I
he
will
got
argue one thing
shot
on
while
that.
he was talking.
But here's the thing, though. Goku was battle ready when he was against Frieza. The deal you're talking about with Krillin was that had no reason to be battle ready.
Also, when he was shot, he was kind of slacking on his training.
I just like it
Yeah,
better. I just like
like
it better that he went back to base form in the anime and then got shot, because that's like going at your like lowest amount
but
of
why
power.
would he go to base if he's battle ready for Frieza?
Well, Goku's dumb, which is one thing, but it would make more sense
Yeah,
that it
but
would pierce through him.
why would he power down if he's about to fight an enemy?
No, he had just
So
beat up
where
Yeah, he
Frieza.
defeated Frieza. That was the thing. He beat Frieza, and
Well,
then he.
technically, Frieza beat him up, but then, like, he ran out of power because he had no experience in that form. It's really
hmm
weird.
See the whole
hmm
reason why Goku like left his guard down, or at least in the anime power down, was because Frieza practically lost the battle. That was it. There was nothing else going for them. So Goku was like, all right, leave the planet, and I already proved I could beat you. So he powered down, and that's when the underhanded attack happened from Sorbet. In the movie, the same thing happened, but Goku was still in his blue form, which to me, I always look at that as like, why did that pierce through a god form? We're not dealing with a Super Saiyan. We're dealing with a God form being shot through by a key laser that was never explained if it had Frieza's godly energy or any type of energy that could pierce through a God form transformation.
because Super Saiyan Blue already got eclipsed by something else. They had it in the works.
Well, I won't deny that, but still, like I still
It's
stand
like
by my case of the anime.
it's just another color for marketing.
Soon, Super
Power
Saiyan
doesn't
Green.
matter anymore.
I've been hearing people say that Super Saiyan 4 is going to be canonical only for Broly now.
I wouldn't mind that.
But that's going to be its own can of potatoes when that happens, mainly due to the whole fact of them having to explain, are they going to do the tail thing again with like they did with GT, or are they just going to make something up? I mean, I'm more skewed to doing the other side of it. But anyway, I said what I had to say about the saga. What's your opinion? I believe I showed you, or if you saw it on your own, Reggie. Like, what was your opinion on the movie slash anime adaptation of the Golden
I
Frieza?
have not seen it.
You haven't?
I've seen people talk about it. I've seen silent clips of it because people talk about it on YouTube, but I have not seen it. Mainly because
Basically,
I
you
just
have no right to judge it.
I'm not judging it. But y'all are talking about, oh yeah, I don't like that, Goku got shot by a laser. I was like, well, technically that's still possible based off of prior information given before. I'm being a sourpuss know-it-all.
I mean, that is kind of your character.
But yeah,
Okay, well, if you haven't watched it, what about you, Explodes? What was your opinion on the whole
I
thing of
actually
the?
haven't seen the movie version.
The only thing that's different between the anime and the movie, is that the movie did not have Ginyu show up. That
There's a
was
bunch more. There's actually a fan mashup of the two that takes the best of both parts, both versions.
And in the anime, they really hammered home that Gohan was weak. Like they really crapped all over him in the anime.
They probably cut about half of that out in the fan mashup.
And lastly, they changed like what I just said earlier. They changed the whole Goku turned base in the anime, but he was blue form in the movie when he got shot after taking down Freezer. But yeah, there's that. Those are the only things. So if the anime is your only experience, like what was your opinion on the arc essentially?
It was long.
Wait, that's it? That was long.
I got bored of it.
Yeah, that was a big problem that happened with the anime adaptations of the two movies. They were just too darn long. Like, it also didn't help that you had a movie already done, so you're just kind of going with the motions. Like, oh, we got to get through this. We got to get through this. Yeah,
And you gotta wait week after week.
I think the worst one has to be the first arc, just because there was so much time being spent of Goku fighting Beerus that it was like, okay, get on with it. This is not fun to watch. At least you could say with a tournament of power, for as boring as I've said it's gotten, or it was like marathoning it. At least we were watching new content. It wasn't just like recycled.
And it kept things fresh by using new combinations of fights instead of one 20 episode fight.
Hmm. Yeah, things constantly were going in and out. Yeah, I do like the Golden Frieza thing. Although, just kind of gold though. I would have been cool if it would have been some other type of material. Maybe like Platinum Frieza. That would have been cool.
Or
Uh,
at least not have a purple face.
you don't like the purple face?
No, I really don't.
I will get you. There we go. But yeah, in terms of that, like possibly the weakest. I'm gonna say just in terms of like the arcs for Super. I know that Super has a lot of problems and all that as we discussed earlier, but like the weakest arc, hands down, has to just be the Beerus arc. His inclusion just was way too darn long. I gotta get this guy too. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say about this one. In this mission, we're just clearing out all of Freezer's men because we need to have some type of lackeys to deal with. That's one thing that I've noticed. After Frieza, we don't get many other like groups of baddies that have like their own henchmen. Am I the only one that's noticed that really? Like we only really have like the one boss guy.
To be fair,
Because they
before
realized nobody
Majin
really
Buu was
cared about the
introduced,
lackeys.
Bobbity had a few.
Yeah, Bobbity had some potentially interesting lackeys, but they were kind of just there to showcase that the Supreme Kai is kind of a fucking.
Okay.
And also how powerful the Saiyans are.
Oh, so you're saying they were just power measuring sticks, huh?
They weren't even measuring sticks. Like, do you remember Pui Pui?
Yes, I do.
The guy who had heavy gravity that was dwarfed by
Oh
Vegeta's
yes,
heavy
it
gravity.
was so heavy. It was so much heavier than what the Earthlings should have been able to handle. It was 10 times Earth's gravity. Oh my God, it's the same as King Kai's planet.
And Vegeta trained it
I
50 times.
like Vegeta just like completely shit on it. Like that. Honestly, that was hilarious. Like I do like that part mainly because it's Vegeta. I was like, oh, 10 times you say. Well, if it was 50 times Earth gravity, maybe maybe you would have a chance. But this, I don't even feel it. It was like just like it was so fucking weird. And then he stomps him.
And then Goku killed someone by
Literally
overfeeding
screaming
him.
and powering up.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's
Yakon.
like, oh,
He ate too much.
this dude eats energy. Okay, so how are we gonna beat the guy who gets stronger by eating other people's energy? Let's just give him more energy until he blows up,
Yeah,
because
let's
apparently that's a
overload
thing.
him. Imagine if that
Yeah,
didn't work. Imagine if
and
that
then
didn't work.
somehow get the energy back.
Wait, that's what happened?
Yeah, like Goku powered up, and then after Yapon blew up, I guess the energy kind of like dissipated and returned to Goku. It was weird. I think there was a line in the English dub that mentioned something about how like he didn't lose any power by doing.
Who
Mm.
So
knows?
either I'm misinterpreting it, or that was what, or it literally went back.
There was
I'm
also
assuming I'm
Dabura,
misinterpreting.
but he was just there to show how scary
The
Buu is in comparison to Cell, since they gave them
Yeah,
roughly
they're
the
like,
same
oh, he's
powers.
about the same strength as Cell, maybe a little bit weaker,
Okay.
maybe a
And then
little bit
Buu just
stronger. And then
and then
Gohan
Buu
has
just eats
trouble
him
with it. And then
because he was lacking
Vegeta's
in
like,
training.
yeah. And Vegeta's just like, please, I could have beat Dabura. Either of us could have, but no, you left it to Gohan.
You're a failure of a son.
Yeah.
Which
It's like you're a
And then Buu
failure of
just
a
comes
son
up
and you're a circus
and
clown of a father.
in and eats Dabura.
Yeah, which kind of
Yeah,
invalidated their entire argument.
yeah. But still, like I liked Dabura. He seemed he had a cool like little lore aspect there where he's like, okay, he's basically like the king of hell on the plane of Earth, right?
Oh, I
Like
grew up.
that was actually interesting. Like I would have liked to see more of that. And apparently Mira and Toa are relatives of him.
Uh,
So I'm like,
yeah, Toa is actually the little sister, and Mira is her creation, using the
Depends on
okay,
cells.
which continuity you look into, because there's somewhere
okay,
she's actually married to Toa.
well, I was just
Or
saying,
Mira.
I was kind of surprised to find out back when Xenoverse One came out, that they were related to Deborah. I was like, I'm like,
That's
wait,
actually a part of a plot in the DLC. story with Fu.
Hmm. Okay.
The boy
Keep in
gets
mind, I have not played any of these.
No, that's fair. That's fair. They mostly get their screen time in Dragon Ball Heroes stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the. I think that was one of the clips that I saw that kind of like demonstrated that they were related because like they appeared on screen at the same time,
Now, if
and
you
I
Oh
think
yes,
I saw a
Dragon
couple.
Ball Heroes. They
I think I
expect to
saw a
make
couple
more
comments
money.
talking about it too.
now if you think Dragon Ball Super is like a whole bunch of butt pulls here and there, Dragon
Bro,
Ball
Heroes
Heroes,
is much worse.
yeah, it is like
It's much
it
worse.
is like a
It
Saturday
is
morning
not worth
'80s cartoon
watching.
bad.
It's but like Dragon Ball Heroes is literally just there to sell stuff.
Yeah, it is. It
It is
is.
not worth watching.
What you call it? It is. It is. There's a word for it. It is shilling for the sake of shilling. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I
It
don't
also has
mind that on
comics.
its own because it's just trying to show cool stuff. Super's trying like the problem I have with Super as opposed to Heroes is that Super is trying to take itself seriously and trying to you know present itself as the next actual thing. So therefore, I'm going to scrutinize it when I see problems, and it's got problems. Whereas Heroes is just like it's like an online game or some shit, whatever.
Let them have their
So
fun. They're not taking it
yeah,
seriously.
like it's literally just non-canon shit happening in cool ways. So like
So,
that's fine. It doesn't make any sense. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, Super Saiyan 3 Broly, some other all this other shit and whatever else. Like, okay,
if I wanted that, I'd play one of the actual games, not just one of the card catching.
Well,
Blah, blah, blah,
problem is
blah, blah,
you're
blah.
never gonna be able to see Super Saiyan 4 Broly outside of Japan. That is
Super
unfortunately.
Saiyan 4 Broly is ugly.
I mean, true, but that's something you do not want to be seeing chasing you. He's literally a giant buff monkey that is ready to go tear your body in half.
unless you're like 4 feet tall or less, it's just gonna kind of put you on his head until you piss all over his face.
I forgot about that. But at that point, Broly,
Yeah,
when Broly they had the second coming, did they have like a legitimate explanation to why he came back?
no,
No.
it was he was just apparently frozen in the vacuum of space and landed on
And that
Earth.
blood that gushed out as his chest was punched open never happened, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, yeah, it's weird. I mean, it does show like he has like some sort of like burn mark on his chest where he got punched. So it's potentially implied that he might have just healed over time slightly, and then like he got like a slight Zenkai that at least to explain away why he's able to fight against Gohan and until he goes legendary Super Saiyan mode. But
Videl
yeah,
still
it's weird.
survived the armbar. I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm
that's weird. I like that's probably like the one thing in that movie that I disagree with completely.
joking.
Sure, she can throw a rock and he can be like, oh, let me swat that away real quick, But like he's gonna like do a lariat on a puny human who barely knows how to use ki. Like, I'm sorry, but either her chest explodes from the impact, or her head falls off
Or maybe
like
she's maybe
Tien's
maybe
arm.
she's super durable like her dad.
I mean, Cell only bitch slept Hercule
Yeah,
like
but
just out of the arena.
Kid Buu casually hit Hercule, and all that did was give him like a sore nose that jump cut to a different scene where it was okay.
Uh, well, the argument can be made that because it was Boo, there might have been some slight sliver of Fat Boo in there to not kill Hercule,
That was after
potentially.
he was pulled out.
Right, I know, but I'm saying like it's potentially, possibly, you could stretch it to that. I'm not gonna say it is, but
Okay,
just
time to kill
say
Golden Frieza and Metal Cooler.
Because technically,
But
Hercule's
yeah,
gone on record for being the only character that's never died.
yeah. Mainly because he
Because
wasn't there when the planet got destroyed. Goku
and
saved
the
him.
second time it was destroyed was undone, so nobody cares.
Yeah, that's not the timeline was restored. Which also
Yeah.
begs the question: where was he in the future?
Irrelevant.
What he just didn't show up in Trunks' timeline?
But I mean, he was
Uh,
so irrelevant that it didn't matter.